right, welcome back. Sports show on this here damn YouTube. Aaron Rodgers down for the count. Jets pull up the win, but lose Aaron Rodgers for right now. It's an Achilles. He is definitely donezo. Wilson comes in, big punt return to get the victory there. But is Aaron Rodgers' career done? Not just for the Jets, but we're just talking long term. Is he out?
I think there's a strong possibility at that age to recover from an Achilles injury fully is not. I mean, look at Jeff Okudah. He's younger, and did he ever really come back from that?
Kevin Durant had it, I think, twice. He popped it during the regular season and the NBA Finals. He tried to rush it and come back, but it's incredible news right there. Just breaking on here is Aaron Rodgers. Achilles injury, more than likely done for the season. Jets get the win, but man, what a loss. But let's slide over here to some NFL scores. The 49ers slap around the Pittsburgh Steelers. How'd you feel about that one? Did you see that run McCaffrey had? 22 carries, 152 yards, and a touchdown. But man, down goes Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I turned the game on partway through it, and my literal reaction in the living room was, what the fuck? I literally said, what the fuck? And they were down 20-0. And I'm like, what happened to my team?
Yeah, man, San Francisco, I think, the most complete team in the NFL, defense and offense. So many weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Ayuk, Samuel, McCaffrey, and then defensively, man, they are loaded. Got Bosa back. Drake Jackson had 3 sacks. So big victory for the 49ers. And I think it's probably going to go down as best game of the year. Miami against the Chargers in a shootout. Tua putting up Madden numbers, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill also had 200 yards. Is this Miami team for real?
I mean, they could be. It's a tough division out there, but hey, if Tua keeps his head off the turf, it could be a good team.
I was just about to ask you that. If Tua stays healthy, I think legit MVP candidate. Moving over, Green Bay. Whoa! Jordan Love, 15-27, 245 yards, 3 touchdowns. Outplaying his counterpart, Justin Fields. But Fields, I mean, just like last season, 4 sacks. Got thrown all over the damn place. Green Bay has the youngest wide receiving core in the NFL. But is Green Bay another team that we should legitimately consider for that division to challenge the Lions?
No, I think Green Bay will probably be in second, but my goodness, the Bears, what a shit show. What a total disaster they are.
Yeah, picking up right where they did last season as far as the offensive line playing awful. Slide over to Baltimore, 25-9, and probably one of the worst games I think of yesterday. C.J. Stroud, speaking of getting sacked, he got sacked 5 times. Will Anderson had 6 tackles in the sack, 2 quarterback hits. So rookies, first game, I'm sure some jitters, but Lamar Jackson did not look right. Only 169 yards. They had 110 rushing yards as a team, putting up 3 touchdowns on the ground. But J.K. Dobbins, talk about another injury. He's out for the year, ironically enough, with an Achilles tear out there for Baltimore. How do you feel about Lamar Jackson's opening performance after all the offseason drama he had with that contract?
Well, he's one of the most overhyped players in the league. He had his MVP season, and then Lamar. If you look at his numbers, though, since that MVP season, they have been kind of in decline. So I'm just saying.
Okay, well, let's slide over Atlanta. Matchup of 2 rookies, Bryce Young against Bijan Robinson. Young, 146 yards, only averaging 3.8 yards per pass. Incredibly low number right there. Threw 2 interceptions, did put up a touchdown. Running back Robinson had 10 carries, 56 yards. Longest run was for 21 yards. Also had 6 catches for 27. And just another awful game. A lot of bad offensive plays, a lot of bad offensive games out there this week in week 1. But slide over to Dallas. Man, did they smack around the Giants. 40-0. 7 sacks. Yeah. Just smacking it around out there. 7 sacks on the poor New York Giants. Secondary looked good for Dallas. Gilmore and Diggs, great little combination out there. And we'll go over to another bad game here. NFL was full this week. New Orleans, 16-15 over Tennessee. Henry, kind of weird. They were I don't know if they were trying to rest him for a longer haul down the season if they're trying to make the playoffs, but I don't know if you caught the game. He barely was able to touch the ball. He only ended up finishing with 63 yards in that game. Tannehill looked awful too. 3 interceptions for Tannehill. So, let's see. Cleveland. Man, Cleveland just owns Cincinnati, don't they? Burrow, 14-31, only 82 yards passing. think that calf injury definitely played a role inside there. That's your Super Bowl pick. How you feeling now,
Yeah.
man, if that injury is going to linger the rest of the year?
Not too good, bud. Not too good.
I don't blame you.
There's just so many weird scores
Yeah.
in this week. Some of these are going to normalize, and some of these teams are going to be better than they were, and some are going to be worse. So,
Yeah, I think it's almost like baseball. That first couple weeks, it seems like the offense takes a while to get going. It was definitely all defense. Let's slide over to Jacksonville, 31-21 over the poor Colts. You talk about a team that misses their running back. Richardson, 24-37, 223 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. But no run game for the Colts. They were only held to 65 rushing yards. Josh Allen from Jacksonville dominated here. I'm not talking about the Buffalo Bill running back or quarterback. Excuse me. Josh Allen, he had 10 tackles and 3 sacks as they obliterated the Colts. Washington and Arizona, who really cares about this game? But it was 20-16. Washington taking out Arizona. 3 fumbles by Josh Dobbs. Even if they had Kyle Murray, I think the Cardinals are just absolutely awful and dead. Weird situation out there, though, with Kyle Murray in that injury. Philadelphia 25-20 over New England. Tom Brady Day. Did you watch?
I had seen some of the highlights. They built a lighthouse for him.
Yeah.
And then he was running around the
He's a human fucking
field.
boat, I guess,
Man, it's just, Tom Brady's just a weird guy, man. Just is.
And our other buddy, Ezekiel Elliott. How's this stat line? 29 yards for Zeke Elliott on the game. Mac Jones looked pretty decent, though. 3 touchdowns.
29 yards. Jesus Christ.
Right. Darius Slay had a pick 6 as Philadelphia outlast New England 25-20. The Rams, who said Matthew Stafford was dead, 334 yards, no touchdowns, but looked pretty decent to me as far as the long passes downfield. They had no luck running the ball, though. Seattle, we're talking 40 rushing carries for only 92 yards. Bobby Wagner was all over the place in the loss with 19 tackles. So Seattle, not looking too good. That's going to be the next Lions opponent. Tampa Bay and Minnesota, Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdowns, 2 fumbles by your Sparty buddy, Cousins. What's going on over there in Minnesota? I had them second in the division. What the hell's going on here?
Didn't I say they were going to be one of the worst teams in the division?
I think I might have heard something like that. How about the Raiders? 17-16 over the Broncos, trying to do an onside kick like we're back in 2009 or whatever the hell damn it yours was. He did it for the Super Bowl. Jacoby Myers, 9 catches, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Raiders. Jacobs was shut down, though, only 48 rushing yards. His longest run was 7 yards. So I'm sure they feel really great about that new contract they gave him. And let's go to the Lions. Can we talk some Lions? 21-20 over the Chiefs. No asterisk here. Are the Lions legit now, even though they beat them without Kelsey and Jones?
Yeah, Mike Tirico can get fucked. That was a stupid comment.
He's from Ann Arbor, man.
He's from Ann Arbor, and his comment, like the clarification after it, made it worse.
Yeah, it was a low blow.
It was a low blow, and okay, do you put an asterisk on this game tonight because Aaron Rodgers is dead?
He's not dead. Unless he fucking fell somewhere that we don't know about.
You get my drift, though. Every team deals with injuries. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
My buddy Denny Green once said, "You play to win the game." No, it's Herm Edwards, actually. Excuse me.
Yeah, Denny Green.
You play to win the game. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was a low blow, man. If he would have just said it in an interview, I don't think it would have been a big deal. But the fact you say it right after the broadcast or the game's over is kind of the point that I didn't really like. Like I said, an interview or some shit like that on a podcast, I don't think it really would have been a big deal. But they're putting it out there as soon as the game's over. Everybody's feeling good. That's another thing too, man. They were celebrating. They literally won a playoff game out there. Kind of weird to see an NFL team fired up after just a win. But that's that for first week of NFL.
I thought that was one of the strangest weeks of football I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, it was. Offense was bad. Well, there it is. Your week 1 wrap-up for the NFL. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See ya. All right, that's that.